Hi, Matthias here from Pinegrow, and we are working on WooCommerce integration. Um, and this video is a quick overview of the progress so far. And the purpose is to show you like the approach of how this will work or should work, and to get your feedback on it. If you are working with WooCommerce professionally, then you know it much better than me, and I would appreciate any feedback to point us in the right direction. So, first of all, the goal of our WooCommerce builder is not to replicate something like Elementor or Oxygen, like kind of block building approach where you just construct the e-commerce site based on predefined blocks with their structure. Instead, what we are aiming to do is enable you to create really custom WooCommerce sites. Similar like what our WordPress Smart Actions are doing. They add WordPress functions to your custom layout, and not opposite, not force your layout to adjust to WordPress actions. So that's our approach. So let's just get into it. So here we have a new category of actions, and it's all messy at the moment. Don't pay too much attention to that. We will organize it better. And WooCommerce, it's kind of not so easy to customize. A lot of their like functions that, for example, return a price often a product, they come with their own formatting, so they're mixing the information with layout in classes, and then when you try to use that and apply it to a custom structure, it can get quite difficult. But I think I found some solutions that let us do that. So okay, let's take a look. I'm using a Tailwind UI project for this because I want it to be challenging. This is Tailwind and it has nothing to do with WooCommerce layout. It's really custom. So I'm using this as a kind of site that I want to add WooCommerce functionality to. And because everything is, nothing to do with WooCommerce layout, it's really a custom project. So it pushes our integration to its limits. So, okay, let's just take a quick look what we have here. So, somewhere. So here we have, it's like single product. It's just an action that says that this block will contain single product. And what it generates is the loop that displays it. So nothing special here. And then, here we have post title. It works to show the title of the product. Okay, but then when it gets more interesting is we get down to the price. And here we have product price action. And by default, what this does, it just displays the price as returned by WooCommerce. But notice here we have PGVC helper, and that helps us like make the code more simple. And even with this complete price, if we now export this and go to view the product. Now that's what we get. So we get the regular price crossed out, and that's all a WooCommerce layout. If we inspect it, you can see like this is what is returned by WooCommerce. And then if we go onto a variable product, then actually this, by default, this doesn't work. So you would just get this back through WooCommerce. So what our function, our helper here, if you remember, VC helper, does, it also supports displaying the original price for the variable products with a price range, so that you can see, before the product was priced from 100 to 200, and now it's 80 to 160. So this is kind of, it's not supported by WooCommerce out of the box. So it's very quickly, when you start to work with it, all these limitations quickly come up and force you to kind of add your own logic to the process, which I did for the range products, so that we get this. So while we are doing this, let me show you like the VC helper. You see, this is the code that gets the price. So if the product is variable and is on sale, then we get the prices. And if the minimum regular price is different than maximum, then we know that this case is not supported by the normal get price function from WooCommerce, so we are doing it manually. So we are kind of adding functionality to WooCommerce, right here. Because I see no reason why not to display the price range for variable products with different prices. So that's one example. Okay, but here we are still, using WooCommerce layout, and it's kind of limiting. So what if we want to? So I will hide this. And so yeah, what if we want to have more flexibility as to how we display the price? So for example, we might want to, like show the regular price that was discounted, like this, red and crossed over, and then if the price is discounted, then we want to highlight it, we want to make it green. And then if there is normal price, regular price without discount, then we just want to show it like, normally. We want this flexibility. So if you're stuck with WooCommerce layout, then of course you can use CSS to customize it. But what about if position is different? If this is not next to this, if it's somewhere else. So, you quickly meet WooCommerce limitations into how they do what kind of customizations they support. So okay, but what we have here, you see product price. If I select the crossed red one, I can say show regular price if on sale. And then here on green one, I can say here show regular price, like show the sale price if the product is on sale. And then here I can say, show regular price if the product is not on sale. And then if we look at the code generated by Pinegrow, you see it's quite clean. Product is on sale, then we use our helper to show regular price. If it's on sale, here we show the sale. And if it's not on sale, we show regular. So it's all kind of nice and clean, but and let's also see how it works. So see, now we have This is the original regular price, and this is like amazing discounted price. So here for simple product, we get this as well. And if there would be no sale, then this would be black. But actually what we have to do, to make this possible, in the background, so here we have our get price code. So this will call WooCommerce get price function, get price HTML, and this doesn't return like price information. It returns information mixed up with divs and classes and stuff like that. So what I implemented, it's a very simple HTML parser that it's like, it doesn't go into details, it's very fast, and it's not complete parser, but it lets us pull out relevant information. So here, we get the HTML with the price information, and then with the help of our HTML parser, we pull out the relevant part. So if we want the sale, then we get the inner content of the ins element. If we want regular price, if it's on sale, then we get it from here. So this lets us pull out the information without re-implementing the WooCommerce functions. Now, alternative, if we wanted to avoid this, would be to basically copy paste the WooCommerce code that gets the price for different product types, and then adjust that to our needs, to separate it from layout. But that would create a huge problems for like future compatibility. Every time the WooCommerce changes how their prices are calculated or structured, then we would have to re-implement our code. And this is a compromise that we avoided. We don't duplicate any logic from WooCommerce, but we have functions that can pull the information out of the layout returned by WooCommerce functions. Okay, this is going a bit into like behind the scenes, into how things are implemented. Sorry if it's too long, but I want to give you a good overview of the approach I'm using. Okay, so let's go. This was the price. So we won't do all the stuff, just like more interesting ones. And then here we have sale. We want to show the sale badge if the product is on sale. So we have product sale action, and it generates a very simple code. If product is on sale, we will show this. But then, sometimes it's nice not just to say it's on sale, but also, how much you will save. So that's again, it's a use case not really supported by WooCommerce. So let's add a span that will contain information, let's maybe 10%, telling the user how much they will save with this on the sale. And then you see product sale action, it has selector, show amount. We will show amount in span, and we will show it in percentage. So let's export and refresh. See, save 20%. And because this is like just a span, we could format it in any way we want. Make it more interesting. Or we can say, display saved amount. Let's go here. Say 40. or if we take a look at the simple product, save to 18 to 16. And then let's go behind the scenes. So the code, see here we implemented get, saved amount, and if we take a look at our BC helper, get saved amount, here it is. It's this feature is kind of missing in WooCommerce. There is no function there that can return this information, so it is then implemented in our helper. So far we had a mix of using WooCommerce functions and pulling information out of HTML returned by WooCommerce, or implementing missing features directly using WooCommerce kind of low-level API. Okay, and you see now we have this product sale, and it can have any layout, any CSS. It's really flexible. Okay, let's go further. So here we have the stars, the rating, product rating, action, and it works in two ways. One is it can set the width of an element to a percentage, and that's how default WooCommerce works. So you would say, you would have a grade line of stars, and on top of it would be like a colored line of stars, and then you just set the width of the colored line to display the rating stars. And here we also implemented clone stars approach, where you select the active star, and you can also select a partial star, like half star. Here it's green, I don't have SVG for that. And then also for inactive star, and then show where the text should be displayed, in which element, and how, the label, what it should say. And then what it does, you see it displays the rating. So here this one has 2.5, so it shows 2 full stars and 1 half star. So half star will be shown if the amount is like from 0.25 to 0.75 in between. And then the stars are cloned to create this effect. And it's easy. We can replace stars with pine trees or any other icon, and it will work. We can take a look at the code. So it does a lot of work for us, and just some loops to display the rating. Okay, so what's next? Post content to display actually not post content, we have a dedicated action product. It's probably short description, or description, doesn't matter. And then, okay, for now ignore these like swatches, it's not yet done. But here then we have product add to cart, and usually you would get a kind of fixed WooCommerce layout for that. But again, our goal is to support really custom layouts and to be able to put WooCommerce actions on custom layouts. So here we have a form, and it has a quantity field and a button. So what we do then, we do product add to cart action, and we tell it what is the button that should add to cart, and then what is the quantity input, and then it does everything for us. If product is in stock, and then we do These are, okay, some SVGs. And then we have the input field, and it fills up all the information, and it calls, like WooCommerce actions. And then this adds the product to the cart. So we can't customize these messages yet. That's yet to be implemented. But this is the approach, how to handle the add to cart. Of course, like having variable products with options, that's a complicated nut to crack. So it's not yet done. I have to do more research. But it should be something similar like what we have now. Again, like with full flexibility on how it is implemented. Then here we have the product image gallery, which works similar. So I won't go into details here yet. We still have to like adjust it a bit, because like WooCommerce, it comes with its own gallery support, or like you can enlarge the image and click on thumbnails to display full image. So it would be nice if we can kind of get the custom layout to work with that features. And of course, if you want to, you can use Pinegrow interactions or any kind of custom JavaScript code to implement your own galleries. Okay, so not yet ready to be shown. And then let's take a look at the attributes, because here we use a different approach on customization. So we have product attributes action, and we tell it which elements to repeat for each item, for each attribute. So here we list multiple elements. You see label and value. We will repeat these two. And here we created a CSS grid to display, like with two columns. And then product attribute will tell us, okay, this element will display the label, this will display the value, and when we export, this is what we get. And the way how it works is we actually export because the attributes are implemented with WooCommerce template. So we actually export this code into a template. So that's like an official best practice way to customize WooCommerce, by overriding their templates. And in some cases we can do that, like here with the attributes. But in some cases not really, because like for price or so, the template gives us very rough kind of control. We can't display discounted price separately from here. So anyway, like my kind of guideline is, if possible, implement customization with using templates. And if not, then we do it in another way. Yeah, so this was a brief overview of where we are so far. So please, if you have any feedback or question and want to contribute to getting the WooCommerce integration just right, please join us on our forum. We have like a dedicated WooCommerce topics there, and we can discuss everything there. So thank you for watching. I'm quite excited about this. I see that WooCommerce customization is a painful process, and Pinegrow can really make it easier. So there is a lot of value here to give to our users if we get it right. So, and so we are counting on your help with that. So okay, see you on the forum, and soon, soon we'll push out like this kind of prototype through Pinegrow Live so that you can play with it as well. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.